How's it going, guys? Blacklight Android HD here, and today is a special day for me. I've been reviewing lots of ROMs without a miss. Phoenix ROM, Eco ROM, Omega ROM, etc. Now, there's a little story I'd like to tell you before starting this main tutorial. It's about me. Well, you may wonder, how did you get to this stage to make Android tutorials? How are flash tutorials and overviews? Well, guys, sincerely, as I'm not a liar, since somebody called me on XDA, and I will talk to you about that later. I like helping people as much as I can. I reply to their comments as fast as I can when I don't have network connection or even area coverage for my Orange network provider. I'm always keen on the fact that helping people will also lead in helping you. So it's kind of reversive. You help people, people will help you later. I like being supported by other people when I need to. So I help them, they will try, I will likely need to be supported after I've helped them. But also I like to help them without waiting for other circumstances, other reports from them. Because most of the users don't even press thanks on XD and don't even reply when they're using your work. So that's not the problem. I respect all of them, just to be clear. I respect all of them. And now you may wonder, well, Android. When did you start using Android? I started using Android 5 years ago, when I firstly got my Galaxy S1, which was my first Android device. It was running 2.2 Froyo, I guess, and that's where all whole things started. I started to root, I started to earn every single acknowledge by myself. And let me tell you a fact. When you, as I said in my XDA thread, and I'm gonna show you right now, not actually right now, but afterwards, after I finish my little story. So I was talking about the S1 running. First of all, I tried to learn by myself about routing, things like routing, clockwork mode recovery, and I've already learned this by myself, by doing mistakes. So it's the safest way to learn something on Android, by doing mistakes. If you do a mistake, you mess up with your phone, you won't do that mistake again. So that's the main thing here in Android. Now, when I got to the XDA developers website, I was searching for a ROM for my Galaxy S1, and I got into the development section. There were a lot of developers, starting from Darky, if you remember him, with Darky's ROM. It was Sauron. They were afterward Slim ICS ROMs, Slim ROMs. There were a lot actually, and believe me, if you're into this and you've already made a ROM, so that's what I'm going to present today. As I mentioned in my thread, please, bugs may appear. It's my first, actually not my first, but second release of this ROM, because I update. So this is my first ROM, BHP ROM. BHP stands from brake horsepower. I like cars a lot, as you may see here on my wallpaper even. This is a Lamborghini Murcielago SV, so I like my cars a lot. Not my cars, but other cars. Lamborghinis, Mitsubishis. I also love Lexus a lot, so that's why my username from XDA comes from ISF. So guys, that's why I've chosen this name for my ROM. And one thing to be mentioned before we start, but this is in memoriam of Paul Walker, this ROM. Okay, so firstly, but some users I've encountered in this thread, not some users but one especially, it was one of them, because it was one of them called David Cole who really got on my ROM with some fucking battery kernel, performance kernel, and a fucking I'm not going to show his replies because I want this thread to be clean, and for you users to not to look at that replies, because it's not I'm feeling embarrassed because and my ROM isn't one of them. Your opinion, I respect it, but that's it. You don't have the right to call me a liar, understand? That's what I was talking about. Please respect my work. It even takes more than 15 minutes to build this damn cover for my thread. How much does it take to build this ROM? It takes a lot. You build it, then you try it, got it, edit, so you find errors and you have to respect my work. I've involved a lot of time in doing this because I like it. As I said before, I like helping people with BHP ROM. Okay, so doing a review of my own ROM. Just some screenshots you may know from my YouTube page. Scroll down a little bit here. So features. It is based on latest XXUG NG4. Get rid of Samsung bloatware in aroma is an option you'll have to tick. It's slim, it's only one. The slim part of a ROM to feel slim and fairface and sounds and alarms. It has Viper for Android. Believe me, is the best app you will get for StatStreet launcher, BHP kernel profiled by myself. You will enable it in KT. Okay, we've got some exposed modules, some performance tweaks, theming, what you can theme, and I will show you how to activate all things, because a lot of users ask me, you're seeing screenshots. Well, it's my own theme here. You can make your own after you do some tweaking with the theming part, and if you like it a lot, all you have to do is to watch these YouTube videos, how to make your Galaxy S4 look like the one in screenshot section. Watch YouTube video. Just store this ROM on your SD card, and then now let's get to the proper flashing. I'll get back to you guys after I fix my camera here, and then we will be ready to flash this ROM. Stay charged. Here, as you may see, I'm in Feels Touch Recovery. I'm not saying that you should leave your preferred ROM, your loved ROM, and stick to mine. Okay, and how would you do that without losing all your data and so on? Well, as I explained a lot of times, all you need to do is to make an Android backup. Okay, so all you need to do is to go to backup and restore, uncheck this hide Android progress, as check this process ACA content Jelly Bean 4.3. Well, that makes a gigantic, believe me, difference in backupping and restoring your backups. Let's see, your ROMs, your love ROMs. So I will be backupping to storage SD card 1, as you can see here, because it's my external SD card and I like to keep all my backups there. So it will take almost 6 minutes for a 4 gigabyte. You can see here it is backupping. Oh, what the fuck, why is it showing that? I didn't want to show that. Sorry guys, I think I've ticked by mistake. Here, so it needs to be ticked, sorry. The high Nandroid progress needs to be ticked in order to improvise speed. So then we'll go to restore from SD card 1 to, sorry, backup to SD card 1. Okay, so now it will be backupping a lot faster without showing the progress. Now as I said before, it will take up to 6 minutes if you have some kind of 4 gigabytes to be backed up, including apps, messaging, data, cache, settings, everything. So it won't bug anything. And after you've tested my ROM, if you like to come back, you just restore this. Now I'll get back to you guys after I finish this backup. Okay guys, I'm back after I've backed up all my data and my preferred ROM. So backup time almost 6 minutes and a half. So all you have to do now is to go back and let's begin flashing of BHP ROM. So it is here, BHP V8 turbocharged fix. Okay, I'm really nervous. So it benefits of Aroma installer, as you can see here, BHP ROM in memoriam of Paul Walker. And now we're into BHP ROM, as you may see here. V8 Turbo updated on 31st of July. I have read everything. Change logs for latest versions. Okay, next. Ready to overpower your S4? Get ready. I am. So some system informations about your model, just to make sure you don't flash it on other things. So we will choose a full wipe. Here we've got exposed tweaks you'd like to install. I will install all of them because I'm gonna show you the full benefit of this ROM. Some apps you will really need: Google Keyboard and so on, Kids Mode S4 email, AccuEdit S4 transparent widgets. Now some tweaks. No Samsung bloatware, that's what I'm talking about, is the bloater. As I said before, I like slim ROM, so we'll leave this ticked. Initial D tweaks. I've made some tweaks, some initial D tweaks about optimizing apps on boot, tweaking RAM, tweaking kernels, and so on. Next. This wizard is ready to begin flashing. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Make sure my camera focuses. Sorry for my camera, guys. So now it is flashing. My ROM is flashing. Okay, so we got the XDA logo there. It will take some time to install, but will stay like this until it finishes. So it is a very pleasant feeling of making a tutorial on how to flash your own ROM. Believe me, it is very important step in my life, as I'm 17 years old. It is a big step in my life for me. So now, as you may see here, it's installing a base, then you will see that some of the apps are being removed thanks to the debloater. You can also install this from your external SD card or by using an OTG cable, like the one here I've got here, an OTG cable. How to do that? Just copy the ROM to a USB stick and then mount it to your recovery. It will automatically mount it in your device in recovery, and you will be able to flash from a USB disk. Okay, so now apps are installing. We're already at vendor folder in system, so it won't take any more. So as you can see here, it is debloating, deleting apps, and installing the apps you have chosen. Flashing kernel now. It also have a fix to delete the previous KT folder if you had one before, so you won't have any problems with this. So reboot your device now, and we're set. Now the BHP ROM will be booting up. As you can see here. As I've told you, it has the S5 boot animation and sounds. Great boot animation, I have to say. It looks really great. Now you may see some lags in the boot animation right now, and that's because of that initial fix I've been talking about. They're optimizing your boot, your apps for the first usage, so you won't have any lags or so on, or whatever else. So first boot won't take a lot of time. It will be finished when you will see the notification LED gone, and your screen will dim a little bit after it vibrates, after the phone vibrates. So it's almost done, I can tell you. I flashed this ROM kind of 40 times in order to get things working properly. So now screen has dimmed, as I've told you, and the LED is gone, so that means, as you can see, things are working perfectly. So we're booted in my ROM. Let me enter the pin. There we go. Sorry for this, I'm on 2G end. So it says welcome. You can select whatever language you'd like to. You can connect to your Wi-Fi. It also includes so you grant K-Tweaker now for gaining root access. I won't connect to my Wi-Fi because I don't know my password without looking into my PC. So I've got Google account, but I won't set it now, as I always did. And I don't want Google to know my location. This phone belongs to me, of course. Google services, okay, and we're set up. As you can see, it has keys mode if you stick them in a ROM installer, and Nova Launcher and TouchWiz. I'd prefer Nova for the best user experience because it is fast and stable. Now, you're running PHP ROM. The most important thing in this ROM is the KTweaker itself. When you open this app, all you need to do is to go to Profile and Scripts and click Restore Profile from SD card. So you can see here it says PHP settings. Restore profile from SD card, and you will be running my settings. It will take some time to load. You will see that this is loaded by looking these parentheses. So main settings, they are all optimized. You don't want to mess with these settings if you don't know what you're doing. It is optimized for smoothness and performance. As you can see here, we've got no lag or whatsoever. In home button works perfectly. I've also installed this dialer because it uses less RAM, but you also have the stock one here in the phone. Okay, so the home button reacts very quick. Just press it and you're done. Same here, no problem with that. Camera works fine, and everything works fine in this ROM. Now, a lot of people ask me, yes, it does not look as the one in screenshots section. Yes, it doesn't look, but you can watch my YouTube video on how to tune your Galaxy S4. But firstly, some people ask me, well, S5 theme is not installed in this ROM. It is. It doesn't show up in the drawer, but all you need to do firstly is to go to expose the installer. As you can see, exposed framework is not installed, so let me turn off the data because I don't want to over usage my. Okay, don't show this again. And all you need to do is firstly install update and grant access for your super user. Do you want to reboot now? No, I don't want to reboot now because I want to enable all these modules here. And as you can see here, it says S5 system-wide theme. So that's the theme I was talking about. And all you need to do now is not to actually rebooting, but hot booting, fast reboot. As you can see here, it says PHP reboot menu. So it will take less time to boot up, and all your modules will be perfectly running. Okay, so I felt a vibration, so it is booting up. It won't ask you for PIN or whatsoever again. So we're booted up and running as smooth as I've told you before. There's no lag or whatsoever in this ROM at this stage, and as you can see here, the S5 theme is loaded. You can also see here you've got some kind of tab. See of your latest used app. You can go to Task Manager, to ROM. As you can see, it's a very optimized ROM. Okay, so what else? Okay, we were talking about the recent bar. If you don't like it, go to modules, S5 user interface theme, and disable this. And all you have to do is to press refresh. It will grant. It will restart your system Y without a reboot, and then you'll have the one from the S5. So no problem with that. Now, BHP 3-minute batteries. You've got some default batteries you'd like to change from here. As you can see in the status bar, they're changing, so no problem with that. We've got the S5 calculator, as I like it a lot. Email gallery, gravity box, and so on. So it is very performant. You won't have any problem with this. If you want to activate Viper sound effect, I'd recommend you to use it along power amp, because it gives you the best sound you'll ever heard of. I don't want to install the driver now. Okay, any other things? It is slim. I don't have a lot to talk about. So as you can see here, build number BHP RAM V8 turbocharged by ISF. That's me. Nice to meet you, by the way. And I've told you earlier that as you can see here in settings, the notification bar looks over the app actually. And if you want to hide it, simply goes to app settings, search for settings. As you can see here, the app, activate the module, and then go to notification. Where's the full screen things, and go set it to immersive. Now save it. Okay, and now you will see that when you go, it won't show any notification, and it looks more cleaner. So that's what you can do with the app settings by yourself. You can customize any app you want by changing DPI. I know, no big notifications, and so on. So other things to be told about this my ROM. Has Google Keyboard, which I recommend using, because no, I don't want to configure. So let's write a message and show you it is perfectly working without a miss. As you can see here, no problem with it. It is a beautiful keyboard. Also like the Samsung one, because it has that numbers over there up. Other things, if you'd like to set up, as I've told you in the XDA thread, the wallpaper here in the notification bar, all you need to do is to go to status bar, tweaks, notification, drawer style, and go to custom image, set portrait image. Portrait image is the one you... Let me set up this for you guys. Okay, done. Saving picture. What? Okay, you have to select underlay. Or what? No. So what's going on here? I think you have to reboot before. For the first time, I think you have to reboot before showing this. Yes, I think you'll have to reboot. Just wait a second. We're gonna make a fast reboot. So if it doesn't work like this, then it has always an option on when I'm exposed module, so you can edit it. But we'll see now if it is working or not. Okay. As you can see, it's loaded. So all you need to do is just reboot after you set up, and then after you did this reboot, I think you can edit it without the reboot. So let's see. Set portrait image. Let's set another one. Let's set this one for example. Done. Saving picture. As you can see, this time it takes a lot of more, so yes, this time loaded without a reboot. So take in mind, guys, that you have to reboot before actually trying that. Any other cool things? No, it's a stock based ROM. You have the S5 S5 notifications here, ringtones, vibrations, default notification sounds, and so on. You can edit whatever you want. This is you can also edit the colors here. Please watch my YouTube video on how to theme your Galaxy S transparency, but I will show you here how to do it, just to make sure you know it. So on color, set it to, let's test it like this. Okay, so now it is blue, as you can see here, bluish, but you may want to set it white. You know, for example, white looks great in my opinion. So now system UI is restarting again. As you can see, they're white now and it fits the best. So another cool things, if you update this app, you will find that there is an update here. Actually, I'm gonna show you. Wait a second, guys. I'm back. I've connected to my Wi-Fi network. Now go here and you will see in download section that there is an update for. Firstly, just is checking for updates. There is an update also for Gravity Box and also for S5 System UI. So download it. Don't have the greatest network connection here. No, yes. So it will be updated. No, I don't want to Google check my things. So open it, expose module updated. As you can see, it asks for reboot. Now, as you can see here, there is the S5 grid settings, which we're gonna enable, and then we're gonna fast reboot in order to apply the updates, and you will see you now have the S5 settings, which is not a ported app. It is integrated in the framework, so you won't have any bugs with it. Okay, so it's booted up. Nope, you have to go again here, modules, S5 system team, take it and reboot. Grant access. Grant access, and then you have the S5 settings right here. It looks better, I think, than the stock one. So guys, this is my ROM. I also have wallpapers here, custom wallpapers if you like to set up, like this for example. Sorry, this, not this. It looks great. So if you want to set up another wallpaper here from my gallery. So guys, this was my review. I hope you enjoyed it. Please respect my work. I said it again, it takes a lot of time to do a ROM, even slim as this. I will try my best to keep developing this, and theming the TouchWiz interface is the first thing I will do with another friend called Adrian, and we're trying to innovate the TouchWiz in a very elegant way and stylish. So guys, this was my review. I hope you like it. Please, if you like it, please thumbs up and subscribe. And this is my camera right here. That's me. Okay guys, so if you enjoy this video, please thumbs up, subscribe, and thanks for almost 200 subscribers. We're almost 200. Thanks a lot. It means a lot to me, and I will see after I finish this review with another ones, tweaks, kernels updates, and so on, Android news. So guys, stay tuned. Blackline Android is out. Bye bye.